Muchísimas gracias. Me dijeron que pudiera hacer esta plática en español porque todos ustedes son bilingües. ¿Es cierto? ¿Sí? ¿No? Ándale, son mis vatos, mano. Son mis homies, ¿que no? Ándale, así me gusta. First of all, I want to thank the Pima County Hall of Fame organization. I think it's a fantastic organization and they do a great job. I'm just very, very honored and happy to be here today. I didn't even sleep last night. I was just thinking about this all this time. And I want to thank especially and recognize John Gleason. Is he here somewhere? John Gleason. I want to thank him because he did a lot of work in organizing this event. I know that I have received a lot of phone calls and mail from him, so I know he's done a lot of work. I'm sure all the members have also done that. I was finally inducted. I know this organization has been around for 25 years, and I was really looking forward to being inducted, but it never happened. So I said, okay, man, I guess I wasn't anything to be considered for this Hall of Fame. I was very excited when John Gleason called me. He called me on the phone, and he told me that I was selected to the Hall of Fame. Oh my God, I got so excited. I started yelling and screaming, and I threw the phone away. That was bad news. It wasn't good. I want to thank Curly Santa Cruz and his wife, Amanda, for nominating me for this great honor here. Curly back there and Amanda, thank you very much. I want to thank three of my coaches. I was a runner, okay? I wasn't a baseball player or a football player. Too small to be that, okay? Couldn't swing the bat at all. Got hit with a ball every time I touched the baseball. So I decided baseball was not. And then I got almost killed in football when I got in front of 200-pound fullback or something, and I was right in front of him. He just pushed me right away. I said, no, that's not for me either, So I discovered that I could run, and so I started running. I said, oh, great, Jim Milkey was my junior high coach, and he went on to Pima College. Carl Burrington was my high school coach, and sadly enough, he just passed away a couple of months ago. I used to love that guy, that man. He was a good man. And Dave Murray was my coach at the University of Arizona. Man, was I sweating it at the University of Arizona. It was all brand new to me, okay? Way back in 1968, you would never see any Chicanos or homies at the University of Arizona, So I said, where are my vatos, man? And I couldn't find them, man. See, wow. Say, órale, vato. So I would say that my most influential coach was Jim Milkey. And he has been there all my life. He's still my neighbor right now. He's over there in the blue cap. Can you kind of wave, Coach Milkey, please? Yeah, there you go. He was a Sunnyside Junior High coach, a Sunnyside High School coach, and finally Pima College coach. He was there for me all the time. I remember when he used to come to my house, my parents' house, to pick me up, my family would announce his arrivals by saying, Mario, llegó el lechero! The milkman is here! That was Coach Milkey. And so, yeah, lechero, right? Milkman? All right. And so, Coach Milkey has spent his whole life helping young people out. He really has. He's been outstanding. He's been there for me. I remember when I got a scholarship to the university one summer, and they wouldn't let me enroll because they said, you're a Mexican citizen, you can't be there. We won't allow you. I didn't have my papeles, I was illegal and the whole route and everything. No, that's not true. But anyway, yeah, you guys are ready to call the border patrol. I know. That's the way it works, I know. And so Coach Milkey had some pull or something, but we went up to the University of Arizona administration, and he talked to some people, and they welcomed me in open arms, and I was in. Okay, it was great. Coach Milkey has helped out a lot of educators that are there now teaching or administrators, such as Raul Nido, was the principal at Sunnyside. Art Menchaca, he's over there sitting somewhere. Larry Martinez, he's a member of this Hall of Fame. Ralph Ortega, Herb Springs, and Ruben Reese, and many more. He's really helped out a lot of people. Coach Milky has done fantastic. And they all became administrators or coaches, and they're all doing that. Coach Milky never married. I don't know why. But he never married, and he never had his own real family because he spent all his time helping out young people. All the time, okay? Thank you. I want to thank Raul Nido and Armand Chaca and his wife Leticia for, they are the ones that are responsible for naming a track meet after me. They call it the Mario Castro Track and Field Invitation. Last year was the 10th year that this track meet was held. It's held in April every year, and I am very honored and proud to have this track meet named after me. Really. How many of you have a track meet named after you? I'm just kidding, vatos. You need to come from the south side, that's why. Huh? Como yo. My family has been very supportive all this time. I want to thank my wife, Yolanda, of 42 years. She's over there somewhere. My son, Mario Castro, who recently became an assistant principal at Desert View. Can you believe that? And he has a fiancée named Carmen Fernandez, and they're going to get married on November the 28th. And by the way, you're all invited. We might as well have it right here now, right? We already had the meal, you know. All we need is the música, the cumbias, you know, mariachi or something. I don't know. Anyway, I also want to thank my daughter, Brenda. Brenda, who's defective. My brother calls her a defective. That's a detective, right, for the city of Tucson. A defective. She's a defective. City of Tucson. And her husband, Alejandro, who's also a fireman. Can you believe that? He gets burned all the time, so it's all right. He's getting used to that. I want to also thank my brother, Frank Castro, a former FBI agent. Ooh. And his wife, Alma, they're from Scottsdale. They came all the way down here from way back then, okay? From Snotchdale, he calls it. He's got a son called Frank and his wife Carolina, and they came in from Prescott, okay? All the way from Prescott, they came down here late last night. They have a daughter called Tia Castro, and she looks like she's going to be a former runner, huh? Can you believe that? Tia, can you stand up? Huh? There she is, you see, huh? And then we have Frankie Castro, who's very much into soccer. And that's where they were last night. That's why they came so late. I'm almost done, guys. I need one more page. Órale, vato. I have a niece who's a doctor. Can you believe that? A doctor. Silvia Ango Castro. Wow, she's a doctor. Sylvia, where are you? Wave. There she is, standing over there. And she's married to Dr. Jason Ango, also a doctor. We have 2 doctors in the family, so if anybody needs a free consultant, talk to them after the session here. Okay. And I'm very, very proud of them. I also have a niece, Cecilia. She is a lawyer. A lawyer. And she could not make it because she's in Indiana. Okay. My brother Philip is a miner, and he's always picking up rocks. I don't know why. He's with his wife Irene, my brother Marcos and Maria Elena. My brother Marcos is a city of Tucson worker, and he's always out there at Pancho Villa's park there. They're just riding around the area and stuff like that. Pretends to be working, right? Oh well. Anyway, I don't know if some of you heard, but my mom had 18 kids. Okay, 18 kids. Right now, 9 of us are here, and me is 10, and that's all that survived. Only 10 of us. Way back then, when we used to live in Nogales, Arizona, we were not the type to have access. Okay, and so My parents would never rush us to the doctors. They would wait until we were dying and then they would take us to the doctor. That's a bad move. My sisters here, Rosa and Alex Fabres, they're back over there somewhere. They are from Xolo. My sister Mary Castro, she's retired. My sister Aurelia Castro. My sister Angie Castro and her husband Alfred Felix. And my sister Dolores Fern. Those are my sisters right there. Thank you. I'm very proud of my family. Like I said before, we come from a large family. It was really a survival thing. I'm very lucky that I got an education that I did. And you know how that happened? Through my running. If it wouldn't have been through my running, I would have never gone to school. You know, because in the family, we were having trouble surviving and eating at the same time. I have a former athlete here. Her name is Vivian Tamayo Manning. She's here with her husband, Willie Bell Manning, and she's an All-American from Pima College. Back there somewhere. Her father is with her, by the way, and he has supported her in every way that he can, and that's Frank Tamayo back there. Okay, so anyway, those are my experiences, and I thank God very much about this. My running, it was my tool for doing what I did. I taught for 40 years, okay? I just retired 4 years ago, and I used to love teaching, okay? Because I became a teacher. But until I almost killed a kid, I figured it was time for me to retire. So I did. I taught for many years at Pueblo High School. I became a coach, Pueblo High School, Pima College, a teacher for almost 40 years, and then a father. Can you believe that? I became a father. Wow. And then finally I became a tata. You know what a tata is? I became their grandfather, right? And so that's very quick in my speech, and I'm sorry it took so long. And I want to thank everybody a whole lot. Thank you very much.